Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Tai Chi For You. I'm excited about tonight's show. We're going to change it up a little bit, and I do throw in the idea of you can do Tai Chi sitting. So I figured I'd do the whole show sitting down, see how that plays. So, welcome, everybody. I have a lot of new people. I always say hi to them, but I want to put a special thank you out to the ones that have been here geez, from the beginning that have watched the show and even before the show, the students that I've had throughout the years. So, hi everybody, and welcome to Tai Chi For You. What we're going to do tonight is really be able to connect with ourselves. And by that I mean just being able to listen to our bodies, not really push it to the limits, but just be able to recognize that, which side is a little bit stiff, or maybe, what arm doesn't work as well as the other one when you're just daily activities. So you might not be aware of it as you're walking or just shopping or doing anything like that, but tonight we're going to just slow it down a little bit, remember to breathe, and really try to get to that next level where we're learning about ourselves more. It's we have an amazing body here, so we're just going to try to figure it out a little bit and make it better. Okay, so let's begin. Grab a water or your favorite beverage. Mine right now is lemon water. And if you want to have music playing, you can have music playing. If you have some aromatherapy you like, just set the mood for you where, again, you're allowing yourself to take the time to learn and understand more. So we begin the class, we bow in, and again, it's a gesture that just says that I'm here to learn, I'm entering, and I'm leaving all my crap behind me. So, all that is gone, we're all here to learn. Excellent. Now, we can talk about the two minds, the two bodies, talk about the breath, talk about balance, talk about meditation. So let's begin with just the gentle breathing. Just take a couple of breaths. Just you're in your chair, you're relaxed. Hands are palms down, just resting right here on your thighs. And just, if you can breathe in through the nose, that's fine, and out through the mouth, but don't get hung up on anything. Just relax and take a couple of deep breaths in. And use that sound therapy. Use that, just, it feels better just doing it. So, breath in, breath out. And just do that a couple of times. I'll keep talking. And just start to notice. Notice that, I'm really getting that nice fresh air. I'm filling my lungs. And when I exhale, I'm getting rid of the stale air that's been hanging around. It's not needed. Just let it go. Now let's put our hands crossed up, upper chest right here, and take a breath in. And this time focus a little bit more on the diaphragm area expanding out. So, do another one, breath in. Breath in. Expanding out, and then exhale. And this is that squeeze, that squeezing the core or the sponge and just getting that stale air out. Good. Now notice where the hands are if we breathe in the upper part of the lungs and feel the chest expand. So, and it just sort of the shoulders kind of roll in a little bit. So they're going to roll out with the inhale. So do a breath in, expand lower. Put a hand on each right now. And relax. So that's the breathing technique. Practice it a little bit more at home. Again, you're sitting down, but if you feel dizzy, just come out of it. Again, we're listening to our bodies. If you felt a little bit dizzy, then just sit there and relax and watch TV. That's what I'm doing. No. Okay, great. Now, let's do a little bit of the shoulder rolls. So maybe it might help if we're on the edge of the seat a little bit. So we're on the edge of the seat. We put our hands to the sides, relaxed, and just sort of, it's like a shoulder shrug, but I'm not overdoing it. We have the Tai Chi principle, the 730 principle, where we use about 70% of the move, keeping that little 30% reserved right now for the moment. So don't overdo it. Plus, we're just beginning. We're just warming up. And you can keep the breath going, that same idea, if you can think of that expansion and contraction of the breath while we're warming up the shoulders. And then let's go opposite direction. So whichever way you were going, just swing it the other way. And right now I'm just trying to keep the spine straight. 3, 2, 1. Great. Let's do a little warm up of the hands. So we're just going to warm up the fingers. And I use the analogy a lot of times, maybe a person who plays piano, I guess any instrument. You want to warm up the fingers. And then reverse that move, bring it in. However you want to do it. You don't have to mirror the exact move. It's a warm up. It's you understanding your body. Maybe you have some arthritis or other issues and it's not flowing as smooth and you're just grasping. Do what you can. That's the whole idea. Movement is medication. So we're medicating our body right now by moving it, getting the blood flowing, getting the chi flowing. We talked about that. And now let's, if you can, right like this, and just roll the wrists out and back. So it's up and out and back, up and out, back. We'll do one more. With the breath. See? Excellent. Now, just sort of combine the elbow, the wrist, and the fingers. All just, it's sort of a free flow. And it's sort of getting the shoulders going a little bit as well. If you want to do it low and just sort of get the arms loosened up a little bit. However you feel comfortable. This is the first time I've actually done it sitting down like this, and it's like reversed. Very interesting feeling. I'm learning something a little bit different on my posture and my joints and ligaments and tendons and all that. So there you go. Learn something new every day. But the breathing is, again, very important. Helps with everything, the whole idea of flowing. Good. Let's try it on the hips. So you might have to hold the arms. If you don't have arms on a chair, maybe it's easier. But we're just circling the hips. And I can imagine, I mean, if you are in a wheelchair, maybe this is one of the workouts that you do every day, just to, you might be able to try to put a little pressure on the hands, on the palm, and just circle a little bit. Okay, we'll do that one. Good. Let's go into the one that we call the basketball. So we're going to visualize. We're just circling, palms are face down, and we're making basketball-sized circles, just like that. So the back is straight. We're imagining that golden thread that we talk about that's pulling the spine up, elongating the spine, and we're circling forward direction, large circles. And then the next move is we turn the palms up and we go into smaller circles. So palms are facing up, and now we do smaller rotations, just like that. Try to keep them up. Don't let them drip down. If you can, keep them up. Nice straight across. 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to reverse that large circle that we did. And we're circling, palms facing down. We got the breath. We got that nice elongated spine. Turn the palms up and get a nice smaller circular movement. Keeping them up. 3, 2, 1. Good. And let's keep moving. Let's keep going right into the open the door and close the door move. So the arms are up, but I just want to be able to see you guys. So I'm opening the door, closing the door. Opening, closing. 3, 2, 1. And now let's go right into the reaching up. And how about a pull down? Just float up, reach, and grab the fist and pull like you're at the gym. And there's that cable machine. So I'm on the edge of the chair, pulling down, reaching up, pulling down. Let's do 2 more. Reach up, pull down, reach up. Now we're going to push up and come down easy. We're going to push up, come down easy. Push up, come down easy. 1 more. Push that weight, push it. Come down. Good. All right, just shake that out a little bit. Again, some of these moves where they're not necessarily a Tai Chi warm-up, where I've borrowed them from other workout courses that I took, or just watched a video, and that looks like a great idea. So I use that in the warm-ups that we do for Tai Chi. So that one there is, again, from a 20-minute arm work. Imagine those 3. Was there another move to it? Those 3 moves alternating 20 minutes. Your arms are going to burn. But so let's go right into the, let's try the 500 claps, where 2 options. One is you can clap, which is the tapping, or you can brush. But what we're going to try to do is, we're going to go up the outside of the arm and we go down the inside. And it's to follow the energy flow or the meridians. People that know more understand it. If not, just follow along. So it's up the outside of the arm. Nice breath in and down the inside. And we're going to come up the outside and down the inside. Up and down. And then try the other side. So it's up and down, up and down, or the brushing. Brush up and down. Good. Now let's go to the legs. Same idea. We go down the outside of the leg. And we're in the chair, but see how far you can go. If you can make it down to the ankles, that's great. And we go around the ankle and come up the inside of the leg. And then we go down the outside of the leg and up the inside of the leg. So it's down the outside of the leg and up. Switch to the other side. And again, if you want to brush, if you just make it to the knee, do the outside and then up the inside. So you can go down further and then bring it up, or continue right with the tapping. Great. Now reach around behind and again lightly drum or tap the hand. I'm using the back of the hand on this part, and it's right across that belt area where the kidneys are located, and you can drum it a little bit, nothing too hard. Take that breath in, that breath out, and then work it to the front. Work that stomach, work the sides, just like that, or just stay right in the front. And then come up the center, and just with the clavicles, that bone right across here, and you'll be able to feel it. And just, again, great time to remember that nice breathing technique. That breath in, expand, exhale. Do one more. Breath in, exhale. Good. Now, let's support the arm and just on the shoulder. Talk about stress. Right here, people hold the stress. So you'll find it. Again, we're focusing on listening to our body where we need it. And sometimes you get that little zing, and that's that spot where you need it. You can do some acupressure as well, but we're just kind of getting the chi flowing, getting the blood flowing. And then control to the other side, switch. So support the elbow, just, again, not to throw it all the way back, but just find that nice sweet spot right there where you want to. Good. And then we reach up and work right down the whole side. So right down the whole side of brush. And even yourself on out the other side. Or brush. And then the fingertips, lightly. Good. A lot of nerve endings, a lot of energy happening right like that. And then some just karate taps. And rest. Oh, I'm glad someone said that. We forgot. Back of the head. I heard you. You said, Ron, you forgot this part. Bring it around, base of the spine. Bring it around. Because we want to get under the eyes. Get rid of those wrinkles. And under the nose. Great acupoints right there under the chin. And now we got 500 taps. Good. All right, excellent. Have a drink of water. Remember last week I showed you a new move that I was taught, and it was called digging in the garden. So we start off with the hands together like in a prayer thing. And we take a nice breath in. And then we turn and we go down. So I'm lowering the hands, but I'm also bending the back down. I open up so I can dig in, picture like a shovel, digging in, scooping up the nice flour or whatever we just scooped up. And then we turn and we show and we give it away. And we come right back into prayer. and dive down, open up so we can dig in the garden, pull up those nice fresh vegetables that we're going to have, and give them away. One more. So we start out in the prayer form. Breath in, exhale down, open the palms, scoop, bring up the show, and give it away. Great. All right. So think about that move. Again, during the day, sometimes the way the mind works, I should do that move. And that's the one that you'll remember. So if you're just watching TV or there's a commercial break, so you don't want to miss anything, practice a warm-up. Keep moving. Don't just sit there and reach for those potato chips all the time. Although, I guess you could keep them out of arm's reach and make you get up to go get them anyway. So, all right. So let's move on. Let's do another one. Let's do the one. Let's try that. The lark skims the lake. So we can do one hand at a time. So this hand's just resting, and this hand is going to shoot out. Palm facing up. He flies straight up and comes back down. So try it again. We'll just work with this hand just so you get it. So he crosses. So he's coming from this hip, and he comes across. And now he's going to skim the lake. He's going to fly right up and come back down. One more time. Out. And there's that nice breathing technique. All right, let his buddy have a turn. So he shoots out. He skims the lake. Flies up, comes back down. So it's a shoot out, skim, fly up, and come down. Let's work them both together. So this one shoots out, he skims the lake, flies up, comes down. Get ready. And great. The other one, and that's the warm up, and the move is actually serving the hot tea. So if you want to imagine, now we have 2 hot cups of tea. We want to serve the tea. Show everybody in the back the tea. Bring it around without spilling the tea to serve the tea. Try the other side. Show everybody the tea. Show everybody in the back the tea. Don't spill and serve. That wasn't bad. Ready? Serve the tea. Show everybody in the back. Bring it around. All right, I think we're ready for real cups of tea. And we've done it with cups with marbles in them, just to see if we could do it without spilling your marbles. So try that at home. Get a little saucer, or I don't know, just like a little cup, something that will fit in your palm, and try that at home. Great. All right, let's move into. Let's warm up the knees a little bit. And this does feel really good. I don't know how much, think about how much your knee does. Right? That's one of the things they replace, the hip replacement, the knee replacement. You don't hear too much about elbow replacement or shoulder replacement. I mean, you hear about surgery on them. But if we can keep them lubricated and stretched and exercised, then they're going to last, all right? So let's warm up the knee. And with this particular one, I'm working the front, the sides. I'm working the back of the knee. And it does feel really good. It just all the way down the leg feels good. And then just kind of pat it up a little bit. Switch to the other side. And we're just warming up the knee. And wake it up a little bit. And from a sitting position, we're just getting the ankle. And now my sneakers make a noise, not my ankle. So, again, being consistent. First started doing this one, a lot of noise down where the ankles are. Even the knees had a lot of noise things. Sounds like snap, crackle, pop. So, and we can also do the stretch up. Bring the feet up. Bring them up. Bring them up. Bring the legs in a little bit closer to the chair, and just do some of the heel lifts, just like that. 2, 1. Let's practice our wave hands like cloud move. So, we're relaxed, but we're still keeping that elongated spine. Arms are out to the side. And we're just going to, see, I've never done this one sitting down. I'm going to try crossing my legs. So the hand is going to, I'm just going to do that turning the body, which is going to bring that arm across the center line to the side. And then the palm facing you. Shift that. So I'm shifting, and then hand down. Shift up, over, and down. So we're bringing it up, palm facing you, palm facing you, palm facing down. Bring it across, up, over, and down. Let's get the other hand involved. So it's up, over, and down. Bringing it up, over, down. And now let's get them both going at the same time. So when I'm turning, both hands are going in the same direction, but one hand is up, one hand is down. Come across, switch, come across. We'll do 3, 2, 1. So I want you to practice that one. Get to the point where you're not thinking about it, and you can start to incorporate the breath, and just, again, get to that meditative state where that you're in the zone is the word that we use a lot, or we just go with the flow. However you want to think about it, but don't think about the move. Start to feel that. Remember, we're listening to our body. What feels good? Oh, I can feel how my chest is expanding on that breath. I feel the energy. I feel my fingers, how we loosened them up. I feel that nice little resistance as I'm coming across. So again, feel that little pull or that little push. Just like that. Great. The other thing that we'll wrap up on is the idea of the meditation part. And you could do moving meditation, or we do the seated meditation, or you can do it standing. But we're going to get the hands out in front, fingers are almost touching, but I'm relaxed. The shoulders are relaxed, that stress is gone. The wrists are relaxed, arms are to the side. And just, you want to give the mind something to do, just focus on that breath in, breath out. And get yourself a little egg timer and set it, try to do 3 minutes of this posture right here. And allow thoughts to enter, but don't dwell on them, and let them go. And you'll notice, maybe just after a few seconds, it might take you a while, maybe a minute, and then you'll notice that you were in between thoughts for a longer period of time with really no thought. And that's the goal. That's meditation. and you might get a great thought. But just let it go. So that's my great thought for you today, is to just let things go. Don't get hung up on it. Let's do one more real quick, the freedom fist. So think about what's bugging you. And let it go. Remember that one? Think about what's bugging you, make a fist, breathe in, let it go. Then you're able to open the palms, receive, and relax. So with that, everybody, thank you again for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the Tai Chi in the chair tonight. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.